website, CD-ROM, hypercard application, mobile application, and 4 years ago I was a little tired about screen, and I would like to go back to paper, real tangible media, but without forgetting what I learned about interactivity. And I try to create paper video game. You know, it was the first idea. I think I like video games, I like pixel, I like paper. Perhaps there is some solution to find. First prototype. 5 years ago, I created a book who would like to be a video game, and I put a lot of sensor inside the book. It's a real book, a paper book, okay? This book knows his position on space, recognizes north and south. He has a speaker and a buzzer. He has a notion of time. He can generate sound. So, there is sound. For example, you know Simon, the game, the sound game? It's Simon on paper. Every page has a color and the sound, and you have to reproduce the same melody. It's very hard, you know. It's okay. Another example, and it works. It really, of course, there is a computer behind, there's electricity, it's very complex. This one, you have to push the paper to have an information, and we are able with thermosensible ink to hide and show some information on the paper, but just with ink. For example, this one, you have to find the north to have the good information, you know, like that. You are with a book like that, and we use a very small LED to have information. And yes, it's okay. And the last one, it's how to play Pong with a book. Okay, it's okay. And you just have to move the page on rhythm, like that. You win. And you know, it's a real book. Of course, there's just one book like that, and it's very precious book. And we use a very small sensor like that, Arduino card. It's very cheap. It's not very complex to do that. A small speaker. This one, it was an alcohol sensor, you know, and you have to be drunk. Alcohol sensor, and you have to blow on your book, and if you are not drunk enough, the book doesn't work, you know? It's yeah, very French. And with the student, it works very well. Yeah, and the first prototype, just with a paper, and it's back. The book knows how the position on the space. Yeah, left, right. And it's just with Arduino card. And this book, just for a joke, but really works very well when it's very cold. And it was here, you know, before a demonstration. It was on my freezer because it was very curious book. Another curious book, a book that disappeared. A book you have, when you first time you open it, you just have 20 minutes to read it, and it's definitely, okay? Normally, you control the speed on a book when you read a book. On this one, you don't have the control of speed. It's like a video game. Okay, you start like that. I will accelerate. After 5 minutes, and after 20 minutes. And it's completely finished, and you can read it. It's very strange feeling when you start to read and the book disappears like that. Another one, very fast. Perhaps you remember the Nintendo Game Boy from the 80s, and we did it exactly the same system, but just with paper. With the Arduino card, and it's to the left, it's real paper, and we are able to hide and show a small duck in 2 seconds, and you play like a video game, but it's not a screen, it's a real paper. And you have to find the key to open the door, and yeah, it's like a very 80s video games. Another book, we try to find a magical book. You know, I like very well Harry Potter newspaper or book. I think the future will be like that. I prefer to have a real object, but the object is interactive, he's able to send video, to play sound, but we will have, I hope so, of course, mobile phone or something like that, but real paper. And this book is able to turn itself the page. It's like, you know, create your own adventure book, you know, choose your own adventure book. You have to touch the circle and the book will turn the page itself. And after that, we create a small application, iPhone application, and you know, the book is connected to internet and is sent at the application in which page it's open, and the game, the level of the game will be exactly the same as the paper. And when you finish the level on the iPhone, the page turn, the level change and the page turn. And it starts to be interesting for me because tangible media send information to digital, and digital send back information to the physical media. This one are just prototype. And another idea, it's this one. It was a reaction against QR code. You know, as a designer, QR code is very strong, and there is a lot of QR code everywhere. And for me, QR code are the new zombies. You know, they are everywhere. And I create a book like that. It's about the first zombie movie from Romero, The Night of the Living Dead, Pixel, this one. And this book is a video game. And this is a trailer. Yeah, Apple said it's 17, you know, for children. It's not for children because it's an Apple application, and you have to unfold the book. You know, it's choose your adventure book. It's a classical book, but this one you can turn the page left to right, right to left, but top to the bottom, bottom to the left. And it's a real video games, and you have to pick up some item, like weapons, of course, drugs, or something like that, to win the game. And it's impossible to win. It's like a zombie movie, you know. Everybody will die, you know. And yeah. And the last one, and yeah. And you can download, it's a free application, and every object we publish, the book you have to pay, but the application will be free. It's completely free. Yeah. And the end, and when it's finished, when you die, we switch the camera, and you see yourself on the screen, and you are dead. It's very strange. Another, almost the same system, but just on paper. It's just a cube of paper, and you have, I think, 600 different possibilities of a story. This one is just a white one. And now we are creating some game with the same system. You are to unfold different, it's for children, and there is no technology because every time we test before with paper, you know, I like so much computer coding and like that, but every time we start with paper, and sometimes it works very well on paper, and we say, okay, it's just a paper game, it's a board game, it's perfect. And another idea, yes, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, my son was playing with my iPhone, but my iPhone was switched off, okay? And he was playing like that, a plane, like that. Say, oh, it's a very nice idea, you know, it's a very nice idea. And I create a pirate board game, you know, I create a big board game, and your mobile phone will be your pawn, or your figurine, or your boat. And it's very smart boat, and you just have to put your mobile phone on a specific place, and there is a lot of sensor accelerometer inside. And you just have to move to the top or to the left, and the system knows you are to the right or to the left. And the application has in memory the map, and of course, it will show you, exactly, it's like a magical glasses. And there is some fish, some elements, some dragons on the map. And a French publisher asked us, could you think, or is it possible to create an atlas for children with exactly the same technology? And we did with us this book. This book is classical atlas, but if you have got the application, for example, North America, you download the application, you put to the left top the mobile phone, sorry. And the application has in memory the full map. You click on it. And now we are in Canada, and now, of course, you can click on a bear, and we improve information. You can have pictures, video, text, and a lot of information. Nice. Nice shot. And what is important for me is the book. If you have just the book, you can read the book as a normal book. If you've got the application is, you can play with the application without the book, but together it's another story. And for children, we test a lot with children, with kids, and it works very well because they have to find new animals, new events, and it's a very easy system to understand. Okay. And another one, we found a very simple system with conductive ink, a possibility to connect and to recognize some item when you put a card or object on the screen. You know, every screen are capacitive now. It's like a electricity sensitive system. And with silver ink, who conduce electricity, we are able to recognize different cards, object on the tablet without RFID or QR code, NFC, nothing, just paper. And you know, when I put the card, it's just abstract animation. It was the first prototype we did 3 years ago. And it's just paper. Okay. And last year we designed a small game for kids, for children. And you know, it's exactly the same system, but I use two holes on the card, and when you put the cards on the screen, they wake up and they speak, and they ask a lot of, they speak a lot, and they speak together, and it's a game like that. Thank you. With exactly the same system, with my student in Switzerland, in Geneva, they design a very nice story. It's Once Upon a Tale. It's about tale, and it's it works, yes. And it's an application on iPad, classical application, and you can choose Cinderella, Red Little Cap, Puss in the Boots, and a lot of tales like that. And you know, children, they like to repeat the same story, watch the same movie. They like so much. But the children, they have cards, and on each card there is a characters. But there is a wolf, the witch, the seven dwarf, the little red cap. And when you start a story like that, you just have to put, they choose the tale, sorry, with a card. Okay, like Cinderella. And when the red little cap, for example, but when the red little cap cross the wolf, but they can switch by the three little pigs, and the wolf switch to the three little pigs, and the story continues because every tales like that they use the same pattern, and it works. And it was very funny to the question: if I was a woman, if I was a dog, if I was I don't know what, if I speak better English, for example, my life will be different, And but it was the same story, but with different and it works very, very well. And I think this project will be finished in a few months. Another idea, it's this one. It's a book for children, but at the end of the book, there is a small hot air balloon on pop-up. And you take your iPad and just put the balloon on the top of the screen, and we use a shadow. And it's like and you have to continue your story, and you play the wind. And the balloon, you can test. I've got everything here. There is like an optical illusion because we use a small shadow. And we will see. Yeah. And there's connection between digital and tangible media. We use a tangible hot air balloon and a digital shadow, and together they work, and they create a story, I hope. And the landscape will be every time different. Another idea? It's a lot of idea. It's sometimes we publish it, sometimes